Nobody told me I'd waste money on this, spend an hour getting lost, and completely miss some of the best things on the ship. Looking back, there are at least 7 things I wish someone had told me before my very first cruise. And honestly, they would have saved me money, stress, and a lot of rookie mistakes. If you're taking your first cruise soon, watch this before you board, because mistake number 7 is the one that catches almost everyone. Cruising is one of the easiest vacations you will ever take.
Yeah, once you know how it works.
Yeah, but if you have never been on board before, a lot of these things are not that obvious until you are actually on the ship.
Yeah, some of the lessons are going to cost you money, some of the lessons will cost you time, and some might even change the way you enjoy your cruise.
Yeah, after multiple cruises across different cruise lines, these are some of the things that we wish someone had told us before our very first cruise. So let's get started. Most cruisers might think that everything is included in your base cruise fare. Well, that is not entirely accurate. Cruises are not all-inclusive most of the time.
No, most of the time not. Like, for example, all your dining. That usually isn't all included because they have what's called specialty dining. So they've got certain restaurants like the steakhouse or the Italian place, and those cost extra, and they could be like $50 to $60 a pop kind of thing.
Yeah,
per person.
A person. So yeah, you got to keep that in mind. Also, let's talk about drinks. All of your drinks are not included in your basic cruise fare. Most of the time, if you want sodas or alcohol, that is going to be extra out of your pocket. That is not included. Basically, what's included a lot of times is the water, and I'm not talking about bottled water.
Oh, no.
They have the water.
Bottled water's extra.
Bottled water is extra too. They have the water dispensers. You get tea and coffee and juices, like the basic lemonade.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of drinks that are all inclusive. So you got to keep in mind, you may have to pay extra if you want a special drink.
A basic margarita tends to be typically around $15. So kind of take that into account.
And don't forget, you've got to pay gratuity on top of that price.
Yep. So usually it's about 18% on the beverage. And then don't forget the gratuity that you have daily for your room and all that stuff.
Absolutely. Don't forget that. Budget that. So let's talk about Wi-Fi, internet.
Okay.
Usually that is not included either.
No, you get the basic Wi-Fi to use the app.
Yes.
Usually. But then anything outside of that, like for example, if you need to check your email.
Yeah, we always have to buy some type of internet package because we need to keep in touch with our pet sitter.
Yep.
So if you need to keep in touch with your pet sitter or your babysitter or anything like that, you're going to need some type of internet access.
Yeah.
And that is extra.
Extra. Everything's extra.
Yes.
All right, and so let's get to the shore excursions, which is a big extra.
Yes. Now, if you're like us, we like to do an excursion at every port stop.
Of course we do.
Those fees can add up because they're extra. They're not included in your cruise fare. You can buy them through the ship, or you can buy them through a third party to save a little bit of money.
Which we have a video, we'll link right up here.
Yes, but just keep in mind, it's extra.
Yes, extra.
Yes. So you need to know what's included in your cruise fare before you actually step on board and budget accordingly.
Yeah, well, just remember that the best deals are usually found ahead of time, before you even step foot on the cruise ship.
Yes, a lot of times, all those packages we just talked about are going to be a little bit cheaper if you buy them ahead of time. Because once you step on board, they're raising those fees and you're going to pay a lot more out of pocket.
They know they gotcha. There's no way to go.
So, think about it, and if you know you want to drink or you know you want to eat at a specialty restaurant, go ahead and just buy it ahead of time.
Yes, you're going to save a ton of money.
And just know you can cancel if you change your mind. You can cancel it ahead of time if you decide, you know what, maybe I don't want to pay extra for this meal. And you can cancel that before you go.
But money isn't the biggest mistake that most first-time cruisers can make.
No, the next one can actually waste an entire day of your vacation.
Okay. So the ship is much bigger than you think. You're going to walk up and you see the big ship and it looks big, but once you get inside that sucker, it's kind of easy to get lost.
Yeah, I am constantly getting lost on these ships. I can spend an entire week on a cruise ship and still not know where I'm going. Like, I get turned around so easy.
Well, and she's one of those people you can't tell her head north.
No.
So
You got to tell me landmarks because I do not know north, south, east, and west. I mean, I'm getting a little better, but yeah, give me a landmark to get where I'm going.
Yes. So what you can do ahead of time to help is to watch some of those YouTube videos where you kind of watch the ship tour. You kind of get an idea of the layout. We do that. You kind of get an idea of the layout of where stuff kind of is going in.
Yeah, and some terms to keep in mind are forward, midship, and aft.
Midship, that's your atrium.
The middle of the ship.
The middle of the ship, the atrium. So midship. Now, generally forward is going to be the theater, and the aft is the dining rooms. Not always, but for a majority of the ship.
Yeah, so forward is the front, and aft is the back.
Okay.
All right. I still feel like I need a GPS to find my dinner room. I'm just like, I get mixed up so easy.
Yeah, well, remember, you can use your app. That's going to help you get around the ship. Usually they have the ship map, and then you can look and say, I want to go here, and it says it's deck 7, stuff like that. That's going to help you.
Yeah, and remember, like on the ship, I mean, you've got signs and maps throughout the ship, mostly around the elevators.
Yeah, a lot of times the elevators, they kind of have, as soon as you come off, you see that sign, hey, this is what's on this deck kind of thing.
Yes, and I can't tell you how many times we're sitting there staring at these signs and these maps. I'm like, where are we at? Okay, where do we need to go to get here? Like, they help out really, like, a lot, like, tremendously. You need those maps.
Well, the new ships actually have those big digital boards where you can say, hey, I'm looking for the main dining room, and you click it, and it will lay out a path for you. It's really nice. There's little dots there. So, so those help a lot, too.
Very helpful. Let's talk about Embarkation Day.
Woohoo! Our favorite day.
This is not the day you want to sit back and relax.
No, treat this as like a day of planning, at least for the first half of the day.
Yeah, this is your opportunity to explore the ship, learn that layout we were just talking about.
Yeah, because a lot of times, a lot of people haven't even got on, and you can find all those empty kind of secret spots.
Yeah, that's why we love to get the earliest check-in time possible.
Yes.
So we can get on the ship as soon as possible, start exploring, start hitting areas before they get too crowded.
Yes.
Perfect time. And you need to make all your final reservations if you haven't already done so.
Well, I was just going to say that. Make sure that's the first thing you do when you get on. Well, you do your muster.
Well, yeah.
And then you want to get your reservations in. A lot of times, if you kind of booked a reservation, you weren't that happy with it, you can go and check, and a lot of times they hold back some of those earlier times. Like if you got kind of a late one, you can get a little bit earlier of the time.
Yeah, but just remember, do this as soon as you can because those reservations will fill up so fast. If you need to book special activities or things in the kids club, do that immediately because those will fill up extremely fast.
A lot of those meet and greets fill up super fast.
Yeah, you will be really surprised at how fast those things can fill up. So you want to make sure you take care of those things as soon as possible.
Absolutely.
Here's something that nobody told us, and it completely changed how we cruise.
Yeah, and it has nothing to do with saving money.
No, and it is that some of the best spots on the ship can be totally hidden.
Yeah, for example, you'll find those pools that are down in the aft section in the back, and they just don't feel as busy as the back, the big main pool.
Yeah, there are also secret decks. We found a secret deck on the Star Princess, and we went out there. There was not a soul.
Not a soul. It was so windy we almost got blown away. That could have been the reason.
Yes, but we found secret decks.
That's right.
So that's always fun to explore and find secret decks, hidden areas, observation spots.
Yeah, you want to find that place in the promenade where usually it's not that busy, but you can kind of sit there and people watch. One of the great things is to find those bars that, really aren't frequented that much.
Yeah.
And you can usually find nice, quiet, like it's a secret area to just sit and relax.
Yeah, and a lot of times those will become your favorite spots on the ship, honestly. They really can. Also, there are a lot of great spots to catch the sunrise and the sunsets.
Have you ever seen a sunrise?
I have not once seen a sunrise, probably on or off the ship, to be honest. Nope. A lot of times we miss the sunset,
I was
too.
going to say, we're always too busy to see the sunset.
We're usually like early dinner, and
Yep.
that's the same time as sunset, so we always miss it.
Yes.
So a good takeaway here is explore the entire ship. Go to every single deck, because you never know what you can find.
Yeah, you want to find that one secret kind of spot that's yours.
Yeah. So the next part we're going to talk about is you don't have to try and do everything.
You don't?
You don't.
Are you sure?
Not really. I don't know, you guys. Cruise FOMO is definitely a real thing.
We suffer bad.
Yes, there are so many activities on the ships. Like, we always feel like we have to do every single one.
Yes.
We don't want to miss out.
Yeah, well, part of that is we're content creators, but then part of it is we're so on-the-go kind of people.
We feel like we want to try to show you guys every single thing there is available on the ship, so that's why we're always, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. And by the end of the day, we are exhausted. We just want to go back to our room and go to bed. But yeah, there's so many activities, there's so many shows, there's so much food, there's the pools, the drinks. There's just so much going on the ships. We feel like we got to cram it all in.
Yeah, but you don't have to, okay?
No.
You can sit back and relax. And that's kind of where we fell into a trap on our last Virgin cruise was there wasn't a lot going on during the day, and we didn't know what to do. We kind of freaked out. We were like,
It was a disaster, you guys. So we need to try to relax.
Yes.
We need to
absolutely.
learn. We need to learn, like, we don't have to do every single thing.
And you don't either.
No. Enjoy your cruise. And
Yeah.
I know a lot of people go on a cruise just for that reason, to relax.
Yes.
They don't want to do anything. They want to sit by the pool all day.
Yeah.
They want to take a nap, read their books. And that is perfectly okay.
Yeah.
Yes, we need to take lessons from you guys because we definitely need to learn how to slow down because we just can't do it.
Yeah. But again, so there's just so much going on. You just need to just take a minute sometimes. You know, you don't have to do everything.
Yeah, slow down. Enjoy the ocean views. You don't have to schedule every single minute of your entire cruise. Enjoy it. Just to recap everything, remember these 7 things before your first cruise.
Yeah. Number 1, your cruise generally isn't all-inclusive.
Number 2, book your extras early.
Number 3, learn your ship layout early.
Number 4, use Embarkation Day wisely.
Number 5, activities fill up fast.
Number 6, explore the ship beyond all the crowded areas.
Number 7, which we're going to try and learn, you don't have to do everything.
Now we want to hear from you guys. If you have never cruised before, what is the biggest question you have about cruising?
Yeah, and if you're a seasoned cruiser, what do you wish somebody had told you before your very first cruise?
Yeah, drop it down in the comments below because your advice could help someone avoid a costly mistake.
Yeah, and if you found anything useful in this video, make sure you subscribe because we put out a lot of content from honest reviews, cruise tips, cabin reviews, a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, so thanks for watching, you guys. We'll see you next time.
It's a beautiful world out there. Just don't pass on the dare. If you have the will and a moment to spare, some beautiful